Hey guys, Anthony the Scholar here. Today I'm going to do a cookie video, and this is going to be a continual of the series, but I'm going to fix up a few um, problems, for example with the timer. It was in the main script. As you can see, I've removed it. I've made a new script and we're going to write it today. So as you can see, what I've done here is I've made new folders, and in these folders I've got scenes, which is just the main scene so far, and later on we're going to have a title and all those types of things. We're going to have scripts, and we'll probably have a few scripts in here, and then we will have, for example, I just got these out at the moment, but we'll have a new folder for these later. And last time I showed you about having this image here, but problem is, if you have a look here, we've got a white thing going all the way around it, and preferably I would not like it. I prefer not to have it on there. There's so many things you can do to remove this, but the easiest way to do it is you go over here onto the cube, and you'll see this bit here. This is where they store the image to tell you that the cube's got, the image that it displays. So what you do is you click on this shader thing here, and there will be a drop down menu, and you choose, we chose self-illuminate and diffuse. Now we don't want to choose that anymore. We choose transparent, cut out, bump, diffuse, and my bad. It's particle, sorry, multiply. Now as you can see, we've got all this around, and we preferably don't want that. So what we have to do is we have to go to our scene. I put it in 2D mode, and we want to drag this little tagger, this thing at the bottom, drag it up. I'll worry about this later. I just want to show you guys how to make it brighter. So you go game object, create other, and directional light. Now, if you go scene and press E, you can rotate it to whichever direction you want, and then click gizmos. Gizmos. Once it's disabled, maybe don't know what's happening here. Okay. I see what we did. Gotta change the intensity to keep it as 1, but we gotta change it to, I don't know what's happening here. Computer's just really slow because I'm doing this thing with this patch thing. Done. Okay, change it to direction. Okay. Face the cube. I don't understand what's happening here. This is really weird. Well, you know what? Let's just forget about this for a minute. Let's go to something that I want to show you guys. Okay, so if you go to the image back that we chose ages ago that you guys want to put as an image there, you click on the image and you choose, this is just to make it better quality. So what you want to do is you want to leave all these 4 things alone. You don't want to touch them. What you want to touch is these things here. So you want to put the slider all the way to 9, which gives it better quality. The max size, 4096. You want to change the format to true color, and you click apply. Now, if you noticed here that just a little tiny change happened to the picture, what this means is that, remember how when I showed you this bit here where the max size? What that means is, if I resize this, it's not gonna do. I don't want to do that. Cube. If I resize this, the image pixels are still gonna stay the same until I reach a certain picture. So as you can see, it's really big, and we don't want that. But if I go scene and I resize it to about 400 pixels, I don't know if you can notice, but it does get better. At the moment, have a look here. Still really quickly here. Okay, so as you can see, you can still see the edges. It's just that the camera is, because of the chosen thing we chose, we'll just do, for example, just like when fuse. And fuse. Okay, so now this is what I'm trying to show. So if I make this cube bigger, for example, and I'm push it back a bit, the quality goes down the bigger it is. But if it it will stay the same quality as it was if it's small until it reaches this amount of pixels. It's just hard to explain something, but you'll eventually get it. So we'll just choose our image for now, and we'll get onto this time split, because I don't know what I'm talking about right now, I'm just mumbling. So first of all, we want to have a timer and we want to set it to a number, which we want it to start off at whatever number you want. So I'm going to have a timer and I'm going to set it to 60. Right? Now, this, as I previously explained, this means that timer equals 60. Now, the start function is at the very first time you click the start button, what will happen? So we want the timer to equal 60. Now what this means, we have already set it over here, but if we have, for example, we do an update and we have it so that as soon as we click, I don't know, we do a function and then the timer goes down to 30 seconds and then we stop and start again, it's not going to return to this variable unless we set it down back to at the start that we want it to be this number. Our next thing is, you don't have to have this number as this number. You could have it if you wanted to, 30 and the time will stop. But just leave it at 60. There is also a way that you can have it so that you change this variable in here, so you guys can change it anytime, which I'll do now. So we'll just call this var time, and we want time to be equal to 60, right? Now we've got to get rid of this thing, type in time. And what this means is that if I change time in the Unity bit, I'll just save this quickly so I can show you what I mean. If I change the timer, so I go cube, as you can see, time is equal to 60. Now, if I change time to 30, I don't have to go back to my code and change the time to the timer to start, because remember we had timer equals 60. But if I change the variable in Unity, all it's going to change is the variable up here, not from the start, so it's just going to start off with 60. So now what I've done here is made it so that it will start off with what time is. Now, next thing is to make a function update, and what this function update does, I've explained it before, but every frame it will do what I tell it to do. So what we want to do is we want to tell it to go to a new function. And let's just say this function is called, let's call this countdown. And what we want in this update is so that every frame per second, or whatever frame it is that they have, we want it to go from this to straight to this. And this is where we can do for loops and all that type of stuff. So what we want to do is a wait. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory, but this line of code means wait for 1 second and then do the thing underneath it. So what we want to do is make it so timer equals take 1. Now every 1 second we want it to take away the time, and it's always updating frames, so you don't have to worry about doing loops and all those types of things. So if we go back to Unity and for example we'll change the time to 60 and click play. As you can see, the timer changed to 60. I don't know what that. Oh, I see what I did wrong. We don't want it to make the time equals -1. I want to do that. So this is the one. Sometimes I just get memory going, so it pisses me off. But see, as you can see, it's taking time. But as you saw, it wasn't 60 seconds. It wasn't 1 minute. It was just straight down. And the reason for this is that because we've done it in an update function, it's going to take you from this straight back to here and ignore this line of code, because it only does 1 frame per second. It is going to wait 1 second to the first time, and then it's just going to go straight down to timer. And if we make a new function, we'll call this countdown loop. And the brackets. And then what we want to do is we want it to just take us straight from. We want this to go straight to countdown loop, and then take us from countdown loop straight to countdown. And what this means is that it won't skip this here. It will just go straight past it. It would wait 1 second, go to the next line, and then what we want to do is we want to go countdown. And if you place press that, and stop. I've had another memory blank, sorry guys. Function update, we don't need that, we just need it to go from this to this, and then repeat itself. Now, if we go to Unity, and we click play, what will happen is, it will go down as a timer. Now this is more effective as having so many zeros, and it's only using 3 functions. Function start, and then the 2 functions that we had made. We need now, see how we've got the score here, click it, blah blah blah, add the score. We need a timer now, so it's just exactly the same as last time. Let's do bar time dy. You can call these variables anything. Any of these, you can call them whatever you want. I just call them, it's just, I think in my head, just at the time. And we'll call this one, this is a GUI text. And in the function update, what we want to do is we want to do time GUI dot text equals, and then apostrophes, and what we're going to do, call this one, say timer, and then colon, space, end the speech, plus, and then we want to have the timer. So, I don't know if I explained this to you guys last time, but what this means is this time GUI, which we select in Unity, as you can see, here we go, as you see how I said you select it here, you choose which one you have done, you go, this is what it means, so that time, that GUI, oh shoot, don't want to open that up, that this like text, which I've got right here, I've only got score 0, right? It replaces what's in the text here and makes it so whatever you've said in code, and it will add it will say what you want it to say, and it would add whatever you wanted to add. This is a little handy for like doing spawning and waves and that type of thing in zombie survival types of games, because you can have waves down here and then, or zombies remaining and stuff like that. But if you go play, for example, it will give me an error, it should give me an error saying that it has not been assigned, which is what we want. I'm just going to quickly rename this to score GUI and make a component, create other GUI text, and call this one timer GUI. See how we've got right here, we've got a GUI text right here. We don't want to have that. We want to get rid of that writing. So we just go in the text and click get rid and remove. But for the purpose of putting it into a position, we want to just write a few letters or something, just spam keyword. We want to make it middle center, alignment center. We'll put it, I don't know, 50. Oh no, not that high. Put it up, maybe 0.8. Yeah, it's pretty good. So we want our font size to be 20. It's personally up to you guys. You can change the color here. Change mine to white. Change my score to red. This looks better. And then if you click play, as you can see, oh no, I haven't. Whoops, my bad. Got to choose it from here. So we're going to choose our timer GUI. When you click play, as you can see, the timer is going down. Now that we've got our timer working, next is, so let's say what happens when our timer goes down. Well, we want it to take us to a losing thing or something like that. We want a new scene. So we go file, new scene. Where's new scene? Top. Now we'll just put a, for example, just to make sure that this works, we'll just put game object. Let's put a Sophia right in the middle. Zero that out. And then just put this and then resize it. So let's do that. Okay, so when we see that, we know we lose. Now what we have to do here is we have to do, in the function update, we want to do an if statement. If timer equals 0, application load level, and we're not going to use numbers, because if you might see other coders using numbers and all that type of stuff, but I reckon the best thing to use is stuff like saying the name of it. So I like to say lose, because then it doesn't matter what preference you put it in. And this is a little handy developing tip that I like to use a lot, and I think we're done for that. I'm pretty sure that's it. So if we go build settings and go add current, save, go in our scenes folder, call this lose. I could call it capital S, and we go back to our assets, scenes, main scene, and go build settings, add current, and drag that so it has it like that. Now let's go back to our cube here and click play. So our time is going down. I could just set this to 3 and it won't, it doesn't matter, so we'll just go down. As you can see, it did not, oh, I forgot to save, that would make a difference. We also don't, there's an error here as well. See, I have got equal to 0. What we don't want that. We want it to be equal and less than. and save that, click play, and great, I believe. Alright, so if we click play, what you see is your timer, and it's going down. So let's just go to 4 seconds. It goes down to 1, 0, and it takes you to where you lose. But we haven't got anything there. But remember I said this is the losing, this is fear. So now we know that this is working. All our timers and all everything here is working. Well, the next thing is to get this a cube, like in putting it all into portion and all that. So when I like doing a split when I'm doing stuff like this. I like splitting the game and the scene together. And you just resize it, put it where you want. I'm just gonna leave it where it is. I'm just gonna change the size. I think before it was a little too big. Let's change the size of this. I reckon 40. No, that's what you need. 40. Right. Alright. Alright, just leave it like that, looks good. Let's go to our cube. As you see, I chose it to diffuse before, and the light seemed to work on it. I think we have to change it to particles. Multiply. It's because the image is a little don't know how to explain it. Little special. Just like that. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna get a different cookie image. As you can see, like before I was making this, I was trying to get some cookie images. Yeah. Have a look. Let's get this one. Doesn't really matter for me. I like opening it with paint.net because I can save it as a PNG and I can erase the background, but for now I'm just going to open it and then save it as a PNG. Just fun, some shit while I wait. Just relook at our code. Everything looks good. Check if there's any. Okay, so we've got that working. Now let's have a look here.
What's up, guys? Anthony Piscala here.
Don't want that one yet. There's the JPEG, PNG. So we'll save it to our desktop. We'll call it, and we'll just leave it as it is. 32-bit. This is the latest version of Unity, by the way. Can't remember which version it is actually. I think it's 4.4 or 4.3. Oh, Right, let me get 4.5.
My bad.
That's wrong. I guess. Let's add this to it. Let's do particles and multiply. Same thing happens. It used to work, and I don't know why I can't get this to work for you guys. I don't know. I might show you guys in the next video. Let's just say that, because I'll probably find it out later. Doesn't look good. I know it's got to do with particles. Well, you guys can mess around with it and see what you can get working, but I can't seem to get it working. Guess you just gotta choose the right one sometimes. Alright, well let's go, because this is for you guys, let's read some of the things and see what we can make. So let's go to this one. Please, more videos, blah blah blah. All I need is a store option, please. Okay, well, let's make it so, for example, clicks become a currency. So we'll do scenes and we'll do create. We'll create JavaScript. So, wrong folder. We'll just call this money. And drag this into scripts. I don't know if it's like that on your screen, but on my screen it's just my cursor's flashing. I don't know why it is. Let's go time. Whoa, what happened there? That's really weird. This video's gone for 27 minutes. I don't want it to go for too long. So let's make this a variable and call it money. Right? We want to make it so every time the thing is clicked, we want to get money from it, right? So let's just say you get +1 money per click, and this money could be, start off with 0. So say we'll start with 0. Now let's start off with like something like 500. Gives you a bit of a start. And we want it so that if move this over this way. If we get, this means we're going to have to actually change some of these variables. So we want this to be static, meaning we can access the click here. So I'm pretty sure that works. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. Well, let's just say click equals. That should work. You happy now? So let's just say money equals click. Drag this money onto the cube. So we're going to go to the cube. As you can see, our currency, and it doesn't seem to work. So we're not adding money because of the clicks. Well, I'm going to get that to work later, but what we'll do is we'll just use our main one actually. I think just not worry about the money for now. We can use this. This could be our store, right? That'll be later. So we'll make this one bar money equals. Now we want our money to equal 500, right? And we want it so that every time a score is added, Cool. Oh, we want, sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it on the spot. It's so annoying. So we just make it so money is exactly the same as that. So every time this happens, money will add plus. I don't know. Let's say every click we get $5. That sounds reasonable. And you guys can change the other rules. It's all up to you. But then we can do a store sort of thing. So every store equals false. And this is what we're going to do. So we're going to make it so if you press escape, the store shows. It's up to you guys if you want to do that. It's your personal choice. But if you don't want to do this, you just don't do this following step. So you go if input dot get key down equals input dot key code dot escape. Now we'll have so whenever escape we'll have it so that our store equals true. So store equals true. If store equals true, we'll do a function called store. Store open. It's really up to you guys. And we'll do it so UI dot. This is where we need. This is like really hard to do because we need like individual images and all those types of things, and you guys can put it in. But we'll just make it so if you click on a button and you have a certain amount of money, you can get. I don't know. You get plus another 1,000 clicks. Let's just say that. You lose money, but this machine gets your click rate plus more. So what we'll do is we've reached 30 minutes of the video. Might try and if I try and do it before 45, and if not, we'll make it 2 parts. So UI button and we don't want that one. If UI do 50, 40, and 20. Oops. Sorry. you want to make it so if you've got this and your money equals, I don't know, let's say this one's going to be like, let's just say it's a factory. Your money equals 100. Yeah, let's just say that because then we can test it because we already might get $500. Let's say we don't have money here yet, do we? So we'll just use this for now. We'll fix it all up later on, but this should actually be in the update function, but it doesn't really matter for now. We can work on that later, and then we'll have it so that money equals money take 100, and then we want to make it so money equals yeah, let's just say that. Alright, let's just make it so you have to wait. Let's try this out. Let's see if got any errors. Yes, we do. 11 and 1 is 11. See what I did. Done. Save. And some errors. Alright, now what's the next one? 21. We also that's one. And I'm not third. Just like that. I don't know what's going on here. I think I need to make it that and get rid of one of these. I understand why it's unidentified. I'm just gonna pause this quickly and quickly search it up because I don't know why it's not working. Just to give you guys the more time. Okay, so I see what I've done wrong. I was thinking of a label, that's why. we'll just change these values, and we're going to choose. We have to have a name for the button, so we want to make this called factor. Okay, so we've got our thing should be all good. Should be no errors. Yep, perfect. So if I click play and we enable store, what do I do here? If GUI button. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna do. In here we have to have another if statement. Those two lines. That'll work better. Get rid of. We'll try this out now. So I don't know where the button is, so we'll put store. I need to find the button. I don't know where the button is located though. The only problem. Yeah. I'm gonna see how I can send the button, and then we'll see if this all works. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, but I sort of forgot to record while I did this, but I looked at the internet. Looked at the internet, and as you can see, I highlighted it, and I decided to copy the variables, but I've got text and stuff like that now. It's just a little different. But this means so it will divide the whole screen width into two. So the width from here to here divided into two. So we got the center. It will take 100 from it. So meaning that if it depends how much you want to do. So I'm not going to do 100. I'm going to do 50, and exactly the same as the height. 50, because that means that it will go up 50. It'll go to the right 50. So it'll be more to this side than it will be to the left. And so we just save that. Go back to Unity. Errors here. That's what we need. Should be all good now, and we should have store. I think it's that this cube is in front of B. No, that's really weird. Don't know why my button is not showing. This is really confusing. I don't know what's happening here. So when I press escape, the store becomes enabled. So we know that's good. So all this bit here works. Now the store becomes open, and the problem is right here. And we've got a GUI button, but it's not showing up on my screen. Divide by 2, and we'll divide the height by 2. I'm not going to take anything. We'll just leave it how it is, because that could be the problem. Store's enabled. Nothing happened. Don't see any button there. I do not know why. This is really confusing, but I'm going to continue making this. I'm gonna just stop this recording, because since it is reached 44 and 30, about 25 now. But anyway, don't worry about that. I'm gonna just stop it before this video gets too long. And thank you guys for watching. So this will be part A, 3 part A, and then the next bit will be 3 part B, and then might be a 3C, but we'll just get the bases of the store working, and within half an hour I should easily get a nice few things going, getting the buttons working and all that type of stuff, and then maybe part C will do all the nice little little clicky buttons and all that type of stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you guys like this video, these types of series, just leave a comment saying, or like message me saying continue and motivate me, because you guys are the ones that made me make a new video, and it feels good just to be told, make a video. Stop being lazy and actually make a video. So thanks guys for watching and supporting me. But I'll see you guys in part B. Alright, see you guys.